Subscribe to the channel and click the bell. What you learn here can completely change the way you act at work and in life. Have you ever felt stuck, as if you were going around in circles, despite your best daily efforts? Are you still unsure of your purpose or the way forward? In fact, many get lost trying to meet external expectations and forget to ask themselves, what do I really want to accomplish? This is where the transformation begins, when you decide to take responsibility and build a clear vision for your future. In this article, we'll explore how to develop the right mindset, build strong habits, and align your routine with your goal to achieve extraordinary results. These aren't magic formulas, but rather small daily decisions that, when repeated regularly, generate personal and professional fulfillment. Prepare to rethink your relationship with time, practice mental discipline, and view fear not as an enemy, but as a sign that you're progressing. You'll discover how to act now, push beyond your comfort zone, and use every challenge as a fuel to achieve mastery. If you're ready to leave your excuses behind and take charge of your life, this is a turning point you've been waiting for. Together, let's turn your purpose into action, your vision into results, and your efforts into real successes. Having a clear vision is like activating your life's GPS. When you know exactly where you want to go, every decision becomes simpler and aligned with your purpose. Ask yourself honestly, what do I really want to accomplish? Not what your family, friends, or society expects of you. Extraordinary success begins the moment you decide to chart your own course. This clarity eliminates distractions and allows you to focus on what matters most, freeing you to invest time and energy in what will truly produce results. Many people operate on autopilot, moving from task to task without thinking about their direction. The problem is that productivity without purpose leads to burnout, not fulfillment. So, set a clear, specific goal that makes sense to you. Write it down in a notebook or save it on your phone for daily reference. The mental discipline of revisiting this vision helps maintain consistency and commitment. Having a clear vision doesn't mean everything is under control or that challenges won't arise. It does mean that even in the face of fear and doubt, you'll have a compass to guide you. This mindset is a foundation for overcoming obstacles and maintaining perseverance. It's like a beacon in the midst of the storm, reminding you why you started and where you're going. A helpful exercise to gain clarity is to write down where you want to be in 1, 3, and 5 years. Imagine your lifestyle, career, relationships, and even your emotional state. Visualize this reality as if it were already real. This builds your self-confidence and creates an inner motivation to take action now. Small daily steps become easier when you see the destination. Another important point is to align your goals with your values. There's no point in pursuing something simply because others think it's right. A lack of alignment leads to frustration and a sense of emptiness. Even if you achieve your goal, true success is the kind that brings you fulfillment, meaning, and growth as a person. Finally, remember that clarity isn't something you acquire once, and for all, it's something you build and adjust over time. With each success, revisit your goals and refresh your vision. Being a student of life means constantly learning, adapting, and striving for excellence. With each review, you'll get closer to making your dreams a reality. Before you can achieve extraordinary results, it's essential to develop the right mindset. This involves strengthening mental discipline, focus, and adopting a vision of abundance. Instead of thinking, this is too difficult, ask yourself, how can I achieve this? This simple shift in perspective opens doors and creates solutions that previously seemed invisible. Success doesn't happen by chance. It's the result of conscious and repeated decisions. A good mindset also involves practicing facing challenges, money, and opportunities without fear. How many times have you sabotaged something positive through lack of preparation? It's time to transform yourself and become the person capable of sustaining the success you desire. This requires the courage to step outside your comfort zone and overcome rejection and failure without giving up. Negative thoughts are like weeds. If you don't pull them out, they take over your mental garden. Replace limiting beliefs with growth affirmations, such as I can do this, I deserve to achieve this, and I will persevere until I succeed. Repetition is practice, and practice shapes your mindset. This is how you build resilience and endurance for tough days. Fancy a simple exercise? Make a list of the fears that hold you back and tackle one each week in a controlled manner. It could be public speaking, asking someone you admire for help, or starting that project you've been putting off for a while. With each victory, your confidence grows, creating a cycle of progress. This exercise will take you from spectator to protagonist. Positivity isn't naivety, it's a strategy. Those who maintain a positive mindset make better decisions and see opportunities where others only see problems. This doesn't mean ignoring reality, rather. It means having the determination to focus on what you can control. By training your mind to seek solutions, you inevitably achieve better results. Finally, remember your mindset is like a muscle. It requires constant training. Daily readings, audiobooks, enriching conversations, and mentors are the fuel that will feed your mind with new thought patterns. Inner transformation is an ongoing process, and each new understanding gained empowers you to create the life you desire. Knowledge without action is like a book locked on a shelf. It's valuable, but it doesn't change your life. The big difference between dreamers and achievers is the ability to make their plan to reality. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It simply doesn't exist. Acting now is what propels a movement and produces concrete results. Start small, but start small. If you want to start your own business, call a friend who can recommend a supplier or do a little market research. If you want to improve your health, take a 15-minute walk. Small, regular actions build confidence, and confidence builds confidence. Procrastination is the worst enemy of success. It appears as strategic waiting, but at its core, it's the fear of making mistakes or failing. Break this vicious cycle by committing to daily micro-actions. Write them down in your calendar and consider them essential commitments. Over time, they will become automatic. Consistent action also involves learning from mistakes and adjusting course. There's no such thing as definitive failure, only feedback. If something isn't working, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? And adopt a new strategy. Persistence is what separates winners from those who give up too soon. Surround yourself with proactive people who encourage you to take action. The influence of those around you is powerful. If everyone around you is making progress, you'll be motivated to keep up. This creates a network effect that propels your progress. Finally, remember, action breeds clarity. The more you take action, the more you'll understand what's working and what needs improvement. Theory only becomes a personal development tool when it's put into practice, and every step you take brings you closer to the extraordinary success you desire. Discipline isn't a punishment, it's a freedom. It allows you to do what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. Think of discipline like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. It's not just about willpower, but about creating a routine that works even on tough days. Good habits are the foundation of all lasting success. It's like planting seeds every day at first. The results are invisible, but with persistence, the garden flourishes. Create a simple routine. Wake up at the same time. Organize your schedule. Set aside time to read or study, and repeat it until it becomes automatic. Repetition is the key to mastery. To excel at something, practice a little every day. Want to improve your finances? Keep a daily spending journal. Want to master a skill? Spend at least 30 minutes practicing it. Small, repeated actions generate exponential progress over time. Mental discipline can also be developed. Use incentives to stay focused. Turn off your phone notifications. Set uninterrupted work schedules and use to-do lists. This time management approach increases productivity and allows you to focus on what matters most, instead of getting lost in distractions. A good example of a powerful habit is daily reading. Books like The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg or Atomic Habits James Clear's books show how small changes lead to big transformations. If you prefer something tangible, listen to audiobooks while driving or exercising. This stimulates your mind to constantly evolve. Remember to celebrate the small victories. Every day you stick to your routine is one step closer to the life you want. This sense of progress motivates you and strengthens your commitment to perseverance. This is how habits become your greatest tool for personal growth and fulfillment. Your environment is one of the most important factors in your success. It's difficult to maintain discipline, focus, and proactivity when surrounded by distractions and negativity. Create a physical and mental space conducive to productivity. Organize your workspace, eliminate clutter, and keep everything that inspires you to grow nearby. Relationships are like fuel. Some accelerate your progress, others sap it. Surround yourself with people who share your vision of personal development and encourage you to improve. This network of contacts and mentors is a source of inspiration and support when your courage falters. Good people are those who celebrate your successes, but also point out your shortcomings. Seek out these kinds of enriching relationships, whether at work, in study groups, or in online communities. Sharing experiences with people who have an abundance mindset expands your worldview. On the other hand, it takes courage to walk away from those who hold you back. Negative people who complain about everything or ridicule your goals are anchors that keep you from moving forward. Set clear boundaries and prioritize relationships that nourish your energy, not sap it. Your surroundings also influence your habits. If everyone around you is reading, studying, and staying informed, you will naturally be encouraged to do the same. So seek out environments that encourage self-education, continuous learning, and action. This strengthens your mindset and accelerates your progress. Finally, remember, no one achieves extraordinary success alone. Great successes are achieved through networking. Invest time in developing quality relationships, whether by offering help or asking for advice. The right support at the right time can give you the boost you need to take the next step toward fulfillment. Being a student of life is one of the greatest secrets to personal and professional development. Those who learn are constantly transforming themselves, expanding their view of the world and the opportunities around them. Formal education is important, but it's self-education that will set you apart in the long run. Dedicate time each day to acquiring knowledge that enriches your mindset. You can do this by reading books, listening to audiobooks while you work out, or listening to inspiring podcasts while commuting. This repetition creates a powerful habit that keeps your mind active and full of new ideas to put into practice. Books like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, The Mentality by Carol Dweck, and The Miraculous Morning, How Elrod's books are excellent starting points. They help develop mental discipline, focus, and perseverance. The key is to apply at least one practical idea from each book and turn the information into results. Another way to learn is to seek out mentors and join communities of people who have already achieved your goal. Sharing experiences shortens a path, prevents unnecessary mistakes, and inspires the courage to persevere despite challenges. This positive influence accelerates your continued growth. Don't be afraid to start from scratch. Learning always involves being willing to make mistakes, receive feedback, and adjust your course. It's this resilience that will allow you to step out of your comfort zone and reach a higher level of mastery. Finally, remember, learning is a continuous process. There is no end to knowledge. Every new book, course, or conversation is an opportunity to transform yourself and achieve greater results. The more you progress, the better prepared you will be to seize opportunities and overcome challenges. Fear is a sign that you're approaching something big. It always appears when you're about to step out of your comfort zone and grow. Instead of paralyzing yourself, use this feeling as a compass. If something gives you butterflies in your stomach, it's probably a step toward transformation. Understand that courage isn't about not being afraid, but about acting in spite of it. Successful people also experience insecurity, rejection, and fear of failure, yet they decide to act. These repeated decisions build their confidence and create a cycle of overcoming obstacles that leads to new results. Failure isn't an end in itself, it's part of the process. Every time a problem arises, you gain valuable insights to adjust your strategy. Think about great inventors. How many failed attempts did they make before reaching their goal? Persistence is what separates those who give up halfway from those who achieve mastery. A good exercise for managing fear is to write down the worst-case scenario, along with the solutions to each problem. This reduces anxiety and demonstrates that you have more control over reality than you think. It's an exercise in mental discipline that brings clarity and focus. Surrounding yourself with the right people is also helpful. The support of mentors and trusted friends gives you the confidence to take action. They act as an emotional safety net, encouraging you to take the first steps, even when fear tries to hold you back. Finally, celebrate every small victory over fear. Whether it's public speaking, negotiating a better salary, or making a difficult decision, every act of courage strengthens your mindset. Over time, you gain resilience, and what once seemed impossible becomes a new challenge to overcome. Time is your most precious resource, and the only one you can't get back. Every minute wasted is a missed opportunity for personal growth. Learning to prioritize what really matters is essential to achieving exceptional results. Start by identifying the activities that have the greatest impact on your life and career. Apply the 80-20 rule. 20 of your actions produce 80 of your results. List these actions and prioritize them in your calendar. This simple practice increases your productivity and avoids wasted effort. Eliminating distractions is essential. Social media, constant notifications, and unnecessary tasks drain mental energy. Set aside time to work uninterrupted. Put yourself in airplane mode at certain times of the day and use lists to focus on what matters most. Another effective strategy is to plan your week in advance. On Sunday, spend 30 minutes reviewing your commitments, goals, and tasks. This provides clarity, reduces anxiety, and allows you to start each day knowing what to do. Small daily adjustments prevent overload and maintain consistency. Remember to schedule time for rest and recreation. Managing your time doesn't mean working nonstop, but rather using it effectively to balance productivity and well-being. Your body and mind need breaks to maintain optimal performance. Finally, manage your time like you manage your money responsibly. Say no to what doesn't add value to your goal and commit to what will help you move forward. Every decision about your schedule is a lifestyle choice, and good decisions made with discipline lead to success. Invincible people never settle for what they've already accomplished. Comfort is the worst enemy of progress. To achieve extraordinary results, you must be willing to step out of your comfort zone every day. The constant quest for personal growth is what separates winners from the rest. Healthy dissatisfaction is a sign that you can go further. Always ask yourself, how can I improve further? And what are my weaknesses that could help me flourish more quickly? This attitude creates a mindset of excellence that transforms effort into concrete results. Challenges should be seen as opportunities. By refusing to settle for less, every obstacle becomes a catalyst for growth. Fear, rejection, and failure cease to be threats and become allies, showing you exactly where you need to progress and develop new skills. Revisit your goals regularly. What seemed sufficient yesterday may be obsolete today. Invincible people adapt their goals, raise their standards, and renew their clear vision of what they want to accomplish. This practice strengthens discipline, perseverance, and the determination to go further. Surround yourself with inspiring examples. Observe how entrepreneurs, athletes, and leaders who have achieved extraordinary success maintain their drive for growth. They never settle for what they have, and this attitude is contagious. It directly influences their mindset, creating a routine of action, practice, and continuous development. Finally, cultivating a mindset that never settles requires daily courage. Every time you choose to act instead of settling for what you have to do, you strengthen your mental discipline, self-confidence, and resilience. The result is steady progress and inner transformation, building a life of true fulfillment. Success isn't a matter of luck, it's the result of consistent action. Every daily decision, every repeated effort, and every habit you learn builds the reality you desire. Don't wait for ideal conditions to take action. Start with what you have and adjust as you go. This approach transforms small steps into extraordinary achievements. Taking responsibility is liberating. By stopping blaming circumstances, people, or luck, you regain control of your life. Your decisions, attitudes, and commitments begin to determine your outcomes. With each conscious decision, your self-confidence and determination strengthen. Consistency is key to turning intention into action. Those who only act occasionally are mediocre. Small habits repeated daily, whether mental discipline, learning, or practice, accumulate and produce exponential results over time. Acting now is crucial. Don't procrastinate. Planning without executing is just theory. Every action, no matter how small, creates movement, opens opportunities, and brings clarity. The more you practice, the more you'll train your mind to focus on what matters most. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to take action. Mentors, proactive colleagues, and engaged communities help you maintain momentum and discipline. A positive influence multiplies results and creates accountability, allowing you not only to plan, but also to execute and move forward. Finally, remember personal responsibility and consistent action go hand in hand. The combination of these factors creates mastery, lasting results, and inner transformation. The more you commit to your life, the closer you will be to the extraordinary success you desire. The time has come to reflect: will you let fear, procrastination, and your comfort zone determine your future, or will you take responsibility and act now? Every habit you develop, every consistent action, and every applied learning brings you closer to the life you truly desire. Ask yourself, am I prioritizing what's important, or am I simply reacting to what happens to me throughout the day? Extraordinary success doesn't wait. It comes from conscious decisions, mental discipline, and the courage to face challenges. Transformation begins when you decide to take action repeatedly, even in the face of fear and difficulty. Remember, knowledge without practice is just theory. The secret is to apply what you've learned daily, create strong habits, stay focused on the essentials, and cultivate discipline and consistency. Today's small steps turn into tomorrow's big successes. Don't wait for permission or ideal conditions. Those who take action achieve great results, even when everything seems uncertain. Take responsibility, choose inspiring people and environments, and keep learning. Every decision you make is a fundamental pillar of your mastery. So, ask yourself, what actions can I take today to move forward in my personal and professional life? What habits can I strengthen to be invincible? What challenges can I overcome to transform fear into courage? If you're ready to transform your life, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on content that will strengthen your mindset, habits, and discipline. Remember, change begins when you decide to act now.